Hey guys, Hermit here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little different. We're going to talk about a little bit of an adventure that I had recently. I lost all my gear. Earlier this January we decided to take a family vacation and we went to Adelaide to visit the wineries, the hills, the surroundings. Never been to Adelaide, been living in Australia for 22 years, so we thought, you know what, let's go and check out Adelaide, see what it has to offer. On our final day we were traveling to Hallet Cove Beach and we drove there. We arrived to this magnificent view of this huge vista of the ocean, a little bit of hills in the background, some walking trails, and we drive up to Hallet Boatshed, which is a restaurant. So we thought, let's grab some coffees and take one of these trails up on the hill and get some family snapshots. So we walk around, we take pictures, and you know, we enjoy the view, the scenery and everything as you do. Having a great time. Gets close to lunchtime, we decide, okay, let's go see if the restaurant has any available tables. So just spur of the moment, we look at the menu looks good, so we decide, okay, we'll stay there and eat. So we walk around to the kiosk where you can order some takeaway food. There's some chairs there, sit down, we order some food. It takes about 25 minutes, so we're sitting on one set of tables, which, you know, half the family's on one set of tables, half the family's on other, and suddenly we see the other table open up which has all the chairs to facilitate us. So we decide to move there, and at the same time the food's arriving, so I'm going to the kiosk, picking up my food, sitting down, enjoying some nice burgers, enjoying the beautiful cool breeze that was blowing in that day. The sun was nice and bright. I actually got sunburnt, still recovering from that, but nonetheless we have our food. So we get up around 2 o'clock, get back in the car, and we drive to our next destination, which is about 50 minutes, an hour away from where we were at that point. And that place is called Second Valley towards Cape Jarvis, pretty much south of Adelaide. Driving there, great scenery along the roads. You know, it's beautiful. If you haven't been to Adelaide, I suggest you go check it out. The scenery is quite amazing there. And we get to a location called Maiponga. I think there's a reservoir there, there's a dam, and they have a nice little lookout at the top of the hill. So we pull up in there, we walk out, we decide, okay, we're going to take some pictures, and well, I go back to the car to pick up my camera, and I realize, where is my camera bag? That's where it struck me. Oops, I've left my camera bag at the kiosk where we were, and we've driven about 45 minutes from there. So I pick up my phone, hop on Google, do a quick search to find their phone number, get the phone number off that little kiosk. I give them a call, I ask them, hey, by any chance, do you have a good rated bag? Now the lady puts me on hold and goes to check. In the meantime, what's running through my head? Well, I have got my home keys, my keys and my wife's keys in that bag, and we're due to fly out tomorrow. So if I don't get my bag, I have lost my home keys, which means I need to organize a locksmith on arrival into Sydney and basically get the locksmith to break into our own house. That's gonna be fun. Not really, is it? And then I think, oh shoot, all of my other gear, camera gear, is all in there except for the XT3, which is what I'm filming this on, because my dad had it around his neck. He was using it to take some pictures. So the XT3 I didn't have my XT2, I didn't have my 56mm lens, my 23mm lens, my Mavic Air drone, its batteries, controllers, and several other accessories. Do the math in my head, and it's about $5,000 worth of gear in that bag that I've left behind at the restaurant. Ouch. So luckily the lady on the phone says, oh, is that a grey bag with brown straps? And I say, yes, it is. Do you have it? Yes, we do. Okay, I'm on my way to pick it up. I'll be there in half an hour. The lady said, yep, fine, no worries, we'll be here. Come and pick it up. Huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and we jump back in the car. We drive. I think the drive back was about 40-45 minutes, and I think I did the whole trip in about 30 minutes. Don't know how I did it. Probably broke a few road rules, but I drove there 30 minutes, got to the cafe, went in, asked them, hey, do you have my bag? And they come out of the kitchen smiling and they say, yes. Is it this bag? I say, yep, thank you very much. I asked them, hey, who discovered the bag or who found it? And she said, well, you know, one of the customers found it and they handed it over to the counter. And yeah, we had it with us. So we were just waiting for someone to call. So, okay, thank you very much. I was delighted. The first things I checked obviously were, are the keys in my bag? The home keys. 2 sets of keys in my bag, found them, tick. Then the weight, I relaxed a bit. I'm like, okay, let's see what else is there, what else is missing. You know, nothing was missing. And if you look at the bag, it's heavy, and dead giveaway that there is camera gear in here is this little tripod, plus the weight. So obviously the Good Samaritan who picked up the bag didn't really care. They just handed it in. And I think I know who that Good Samaritan was. Unfortunately, that person wasn't there. I know they were sitting across from us and they must have had that bag in the view. So they must have handed it in when we walked away. Again, just shows you that we have some great people in our society that really, you know, take care. They're not selfish. They want to do the right thing, and they gave my bag, handed it in. I went there, picked it up. Actually gave them a nice little tip to have some drinks on me. At the end of the day, they were really against accepting any sort of tip as a thank you or a reward. I said, no, this is for you guys. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon and enjoy some drinks on me at the end of the day. Because what you have done for me has saved me from a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, and obviously a little bit of financial investment as well. So again, all ended up well. All of my gear is still in my bag. Nothing was touched. Everything was returned. It was just a moment of lapse in judgment. Didn't realize that I didn't pick up my bag. Went back to the car without it. Drove off, and well, the lucky thing is that if we hadn't stopped at that My Ponga reserve, I wouldn't have realized, and that would have been the worst, because by the time I would have realized at the second valley to the destination we were heading to, and then having to drive back, the restaurant probably would have closed, and that meant that I would have had to reshuffle my flights and everything else next day to go in and pick it up, if at all they had it. So all is well that ends well, as they say, and I am happy that I was able to recover my gear, especially my home keys and all of my camera gear as well. So yeah, that was a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of a story, something I will never forget. But again, thanks to that Good Samaritan for handing in my bag and doing the right thing. Again, if you ever run into this video, I'm sincerely thanking you from my heart. And yeah, thanks very much for returning my bag. Alright guys, that's it for today's little video. I'll see you back here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell for more exciting stories and adventures this year in 2019. Take care guys, bye bye.